But what happened? Those days, if you take birth in a very, traditional family, you'll become famous. On the top of it, if you're a scholar, you'll be more famous. On the top of it, if you're a monk, you'll become much more famous. He took birth in a traditional family, he's a scholar, and when he would lecture, thousands of people would come. So this monk became a little proud. What happened? He became little proud. So Guru detected that, spiritual master detected that. He is little proud. So he went and asked him, I don't know the meaning of surrender. What does it mean by this? What can you please explain this verse, 1866? So he could have told him, fast for 3 days and come back. He didn't say that. You know what he said? Right now I'm very busy, So if you really ask me, you want to know the meaning of this verse? My Guru is there, very far from here, in another city. You learn from him, he said that. You got it now? Okay. How many of you remember? No. Okay. I'll finish it fast because there are one more story. Then he went to his Guru's Guru. That Guru asked, why did you come? Walking all the way. He said, I did not understand the Bhagavad Gita verse 1866. I asked my Guru, what is the meaning of surrender? And he told me to learn from you. Okay. Stay here for some more time, do service, I'll tell you. He made him serve for 1 year. Kept on serving morning and evening, morning and evening. And he didn't call him, tell him. After 1 year, one day he called him. Hey, you came 1 year ago with some doubt. What is that? This is Guru's Guru. Teacher's teacher. I asked you first day when I came here, what is the meaning of this verse 1866 of Gita, surrender? Can you please explain? After doing 1 year service, he asked. And he said, look, I asked my Guru and he said, you will explain. That grand Guru laughed and said, it is my good fortune that your Guru accepted me as his Guru, but is very advanced. When he is there, how can I speak? You go back. You're understanding? Not really. Are you able to understand? Okay. Okay. After making him do 1 year service, what is he telling? Go back to your Guru. I am not qualified. Hey, he walked 400 miles and he did 1 year free service. Then he's telling, you go back to your teacher. I am not qualified. He came back. If same thing happens nowadays, they'll sue. Yes or no? Then he came back and came to Ramanuja. Said, Guru Maharaj, Ramanuja, what happened? You went 1 year ago to learn. What happened? As he was about to explain what happened, his Guru's daughter came running, crying. Said, Ramanuja, wait. Let me hear from her. What happened? Why are you so sad? You know, my father got me married in this, to this person. Remember, this is a story 1,000 years ago. But I have to stay with in-laws. They are very difficult people to handle. I have to cook for them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have to walk miles and miles and bring fetch water to drink. I have to wash their clothes. I'm doing all these things. Still, they're not very happy with me. I have a fear they may leave me. If my father comes to know, he'll be upset. Brother, tell me what I should do. Am I doing anything wrong? Ramanujacharya said, you're not doing anything wrong. But to solve the problem, all you need is an assistant. That person is here. Dasarathi, you go. Wow. When Dasarathi would lecture, thousands of people would come and attend. What is his guru telling? You go and become a cook to somebody who is not even a devotee. He said, yes. Oh, spiritual teacher, Guru Maharaj, I will go. He went. They are not even devotees. So he had to cook for them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He had to walk miles and fetch the water. Then he would wash their clothes. He did like this 1 year. One day that family was very happy and told them, today you can take leave. We are giving you day off. But nowadays, if you have 1 day leave, what you will do? Social media, television, cell phone. But those days, people's world was a much better place, 1,000 years ago. So he went to a temple. What he did? That the recreation those days, people were very pious, very devotional. So he went to temple to listen, to listen Mahashimad Bhagavatam Ramayana, to listen from a speaker. So people, they watched him. They watched him working as a cook all the time. That day, so one speaker came and he was speaking a wrong philosophy. He said, God is so great. God is so great. He is impersonal. He has no name. He has no form. He is impersonal, invisible, absolute. He said that. What he said? God is so great. He has no name. He has no form. He is just light, impersonal, invisible, absolute. He said that. Then this person was sitting in the front, Dasharde. He raised his hand. He finished his lecture. Any questions? He raised his hand. Sir, in the lecture you said, God has no name, no form, is invisible, impersonal, absolute. But what I learned is different. God is a personality. He is a beautiful form. God is Krishna. God is Narayan. That person looked at him and said, hey, you are correcting me? I can see from your clothes you're a cook. You should go and cook instead of correcting me. If you want, can you prove? He said, with your permission. And come here and speak. And quoting the Shastras, quoting Vedas and scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Dasharthi established to the villagers. God is a person, God is Krishna with all the opulences. His talk was so, mesmerizing. The speaker in front of all the villagers, he fell at his feet. You're amazing, I am wrong, you're right. He surrendered. Then the villagers said, hey, who is he? We are thinking all these days he's a cook. He is not a cook. Then somebody said, no, I know him. He's from Srirangam. When he gives classes, thousands of people come. Why is he doing here? What is he doing here? Cooking for somebody. Why is his guru engaging him like this? They walked all the way to the guru and said, sir, why are you doing this? Your disciple, past 1 year we are watching him. We have been watching him. Not even one time he said, he's a scholar. We saw him cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We saw him bringing water. Not even once he said he's a scholar. But yesterday we came to know his scholarly ability. Why are you engaging him in that type of service? Bring him, engage him in preaching, in your mission. Ramanujacharya was so happy. Not even once he said he's a scholar. He didn't say, I will not call him, I will go. He came all the way. One day he was cooking, turned back, his guru. Who? Ramanuja. He offered obeisances, pranams. Guru Maharaj, you came here, my obeisances. Ramanuja embraced him. Your training is over, chalo. Let us go back. Now you are fit to listen the meaning of this verse. Now you are qualified. You have no ego. You have no pride. They're fully surrendered to me, the Guru. On their way, as they were going, he explained the meaning of surrender. What is surrender? Without considering any designation, working with body, mind, and words in the service of Guru, that is surrender. 1 year you went there, you served. 1 year you're serving this family on my order. But you never thought you're a scholar. When I wanted you to become a cook, you become a cook. When I wanted you to go there, you went there. That's a real surrender. If you exhibit this surrender to your Guru, means you're exhibiting the surrender to Krishna also. Thank you very much. Very good. So, I'm gonna like the story. Should I tell one more? Yeah. This is also surrender only. One day, like Krishna, in Srirangam, Krishna is called Ranganatha. And like, we have Rath Yatra in 2 weeks. I request all of you to please distribute the flyers, invite your friends. 2 weeks from now is actually the festival. So like once in a while, when people don't come to the temple, what Krishna will do? He'll go outside. Hey, I come for you. Regularly would go outside. One day, the Supreme Lord, Krishna, I told right, Krishna's name is Ranganath in Srirangam. So Lord was on the big palanquin and people were, all the instruments they were playing, singing. And people are not like today, 1,000 years ago. They were coming out of their homes and they were all offering obeisances. Oh, some people were offering some rice, some food, somebody is offering arti. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But Ramanachari was actually, he is coming with Krishna, Ranganath Swami. In one corner he saw one young man. Early morning, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. He was holding an umbrella for holding umbrella for a lady. This is 1,000 years ago. Can you believe? Everyone was looking at, Ranganath Swami, looking at Krishna's deity. This guy didn't care. He was looking at her and holding. Interestingly, she was his girlfriend. That was 1,000 years ago. Everyone is coming to take blessings of Krishna. This guy doesn't even care. He was so infatuated. He was looking at her only. And that too, he was holding umbrella for her. What is the time? 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It's not so hot. That's why when your fortune opens, when a devotee looks at you. Your fortune opens when you are connected to Krishna. If you don't use, you are the most unfortunate person. It takes millions of lifetimes actually. That time you have to capitalize. Say, his good fortune, he was on the road. Ramanacharya was watching him. There was so many singing, kirtan is going on, so much, they were playing all the drums. But this person was holding umbrella to this lady. Ramanacharya said, call that person. He called him. My Guru, that spiritual teacher is calling you. Still obedient. Now, 1,000 years nowadays, nobody comes. He came. And the Lord has come onto the streets to bless everyone. You don't even care that he is there. Who is that lady? He said, this is my girlfriend. Oh, you're holding umbrella for her. I have a question for you. And today, you don't see anybody, after 1,000 years, you don't see anybody holding umbrella public. Now, of course, world changed now. At least 50 years ago, it was not there. He said, I'm a wrestler and this is my girlfriend. I don't want her to become affected by the sun heat. This is only early morning, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. No, she's so tender. Ramanacharya said, what is so good about her? He said, I'm a wrestler. Wherever beauty is there, we respect that beauty. She is so beautiful. I love that beauty. Ramanacharya asked, what is so beautiful about her? Her eyes are so beautiful. That's why I worship that beauty. Ramanacharya said, what if I show a better beauty than that? He said, there is no better beauty in the world. That is the most, she is the most, her eyes are the most beautiful eyes in the world. What if I show? He said, I'll surrender to that beauty. He said, tomorrow you come to the temple. Tomorrow? Anyone has been to Srirangam? I don't think anyone has been. Right? I went so many times actually. Many times I went. So what happened? He told him, come tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you come to the temple. And before he came, he went and he prayed. The date is Ranganath Swami means Vishnu, like this, he'll be like this. He'll be sleeping posture on Anantasesh. It's called Ranganath. The master, the lord of this place is Srirangam. So he slept like this. And he prayed, my Lord, body is nothing but a bag of, just a bag, bag of blood and all these things, substances. And this person is so infatuated. And in 20s and 30s, body is a vehicle of enjoyment, 50s, body is a vehicle of suffering. But this person is in ignorance. He is not even looking at you, but he is looking at her. That is Tamagun. My Lord, give your mercy. He prayed to Ranganath Swami. And he prayed because of his prayers. So he came. It's actually the Lord is like this. He prayed. So when he came, an Arati started. Pujari was first, if you see Arati, we show to the feet, then the waist. And the Pujari took the Arati to the face. They took the Arati to the face. What Krishna did, it turned like this and looked at him. And he looked at Krishna. Krishna's eyes are lotuses, right? Hare Krishna's. So many poems and poems are there for Krishna, describing Krishna's eyes. And he looked like this. Hare. Dhanurdas. His name is Dhanurdas. What is his name? Dhanurdas. He saw that. That's it. He started crying. He got everything. He got the mercy. That's why Guru is needed. Without Guru, can't get mercy. I want to become a monk. No. What will happen to her? You marry her. No, I don't have any desire. That's okay. Then take good care. She married her. Married her, joined full time. He joined full time. He and both wife and husband started living close, right opposite the temple. What do you need to breakfast, lunch, and dinner? That's a temple will provide and do service. So Dhanurdas is from very low, backward caste. A wrestler. When every day Ramanacharya would take bath in this river Kaveri. When he would go to take bath, Dasharathi is a monk. He would put his hand around the shoulders of Dasharathi and he would go to take bath. After taking bath, he would put his hand around the shoulders of Dhanurdas, married man and lower caste. He had 800 monks. Hey, Guru Maharaj in Maya is touching a backward caste guy, that too married guy. They're all monks here. And he doesn't even look at. While going to take bath, he's putting his hands around Dasharathi. He's a powerful monk. But while after taking bath, what he's doing? He's touching him. Untouchable. That too married. Why is Guru Maharaj doing this? People start speaking. Ramanuja knew everything. One day, he called one disciple and said, you all should know, monks, it's called kaupin. Kaupin means undergarment. 2 pieces of cloth, So undergarment. So after taking bath, they would hang. Ramanuja told one disciple, rip off all the clothes, all the undergarments. Just two cloths, piece of cloth. One day morning, they were all getting ready to go to Mangalarti. So they went to get their cowpins. They were all ripped off, torn. They start fighting. You did you are the one who was, who ripped off my cloth. No, you are the reason. They're all fighting. Somebody said, hey, Guru Maharaj is listening. Okay. Then, 2 days later, Ramanujacharya said, every day would give classes to the disciples. This Dhanurdas is very attached to his wife. Disciples said, of course, Guru Maharaj, we want you to know all these things, He's very attached, So, I really want to prove you how much he's attached to his jewelry and his wife, So, we should teach him a lesson. Yes, Guru Maharaj, we should teach him a lesson. You know what you have to do? Tomorrow I'll call him at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'll continue the class till midnight. I'll keep him here. But you guys, 4 people, you go and rob away his home. You rob everything, including his wife's jewelry. Then you'll come to know what he is. Yes, Guru Maharaj, finally you understood. So he started the class at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Everyone is sitting. So Dhanudas Guru Maharaj is lecturing. The class went on 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it's continued. Meanwhile, these guys went. They opened the doors and they start stealing all the jewelry. This wife, she was sleeping. Because they were not so expert at stealing, she woke up. She looked, these are all my devotees. So she could see them. Maybe temple needs a lot of money. And that's why they're stealing. So then what they did, they came. So she was like this, she was sleeping. So what did they do? They took her ears, this bangles, everything they took at this side. She understood maybe they need a lot of money. So in order to facilitate the stealing, what she did, she turned like this. Because this side also is there, right? So when she turned like this, they thought she woke up. They ran away. They came. Ramanujacharya saw them coming back. And he entered the class. So Dhardas saying, like class ended 12 o'clock, you go home. And he told the disciples, now you go and see what happens. So he came back. He came back. And the doors are open. So what happened? What happened? She told the husband, you don't know, I think temple is in financial problems. That's why, these devotees, they came to our home for stealing. So they robbed on this side, my hair, ears, bangles, everything. To allow them to rob this side, I turned, but they felt I woke up and they ran away. That's why they couldn't steal this side. Dhanudas said, you are a nonsense number one. You're so attached to the jewelry. Because you're attached to jewelry, you only woke up, that's why they couldn't steal. What type of person are you? When Vaishnavas are coming to steal, you should allow everything, you should give yourself, you should give it everything. How fortunate we are that they came to steal, but you have not given. You robbed all day, you allowed them to rob only one side. I reject you. You go home. Between you and me, no relationship. She said, no, not like that. Really, I turned to facilitate their stealing this side. She said, no. I know you. You are so attached to your jewelry. You only drove them off. So you go home. I'm leaving you. They were watching from the window. He's telling, when they came to steal, you should have facilitated, you should have allowed them to steal, but you didn't allow them to steal. You're attached to your jewelry. You don't want to serve the devotees. No. Then next day morning, she started crying. She came to Guru Maharaj, I am telling my husband, I want them to steal, but, for that reason only I tilted, but my husband is not believing. He's telling, you go home. And Ramanujacharya called all the disciples, sit down. Guys, 2 days ago, somebody ripped off your coffins. You made a big mess out of it. What is your position? Undergarment. But here, Dhanadas is rejecting his wife under the pretext that she was not turning. She didn't turn to facilitate your stealing. Who is more advanced? You are advanced or they are advanced? And the disciples. That's why in bhakti, there is no, what is that? Caste, gender, ashram is not there. Bhakti is beyond these things. Oh, you're a monk, that's why you're more advanced. I'm married, I'm not now. Hanuman is not even a human being. Hanuman is the topmost devotee. That's why when I take, after taking bath, I put my hand around his shield. Dhammidas is very advanced. So, sarvadharman parityajya. So if you see, surrender means body, mind and words. What is Srila Prabhupada's faith? 70-year-old man came to America with 40 rupees. Full faith on his Guru, Saraswati Thakur. If my Guru Maharaj wants me to fail, I'll fail. If my Guru Maharaj wants me to succeed, I will succeed. He did everything. He had heart attack, no money to even see the doctor. Prabhupada depended on Krishna. How would it be great, right? Amazing, right? So 108 temples he started. Did Prabhupada claim? Did he claim that he has done? No. My Guru Maharaj did everything. You're all the representatives of my Guru Maharaj. So that is surrender. Anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam rakshatishyati iti visvaso guptratte vranam tada atmanikshepa karpunya shadvita saranagati. That is the goal of life. Honestly speaking, attaining love of God is not cheap. It's not easy. It's very difficult. Why? We are complex. How many of you agree it's very difficult? It's not easy. I realized it also. Finally, I felt, my Lord, I'll try my best. End of the day, you decide. Initially, I felt it is easy. Then 2 years later, I realized it's not easy. So, Rupa Goswami wrote this verse. Whatever is not good for bhakti, give it up. Whatever is good for bhakti, accept it. You can take a paper. How many things you are doing that's not good for bhakti? Yourself, you are the witness. What an intelligent person. Rupa Goswami is actually finance minister. That's why he wrote. Very intelligent. Of course, it's Rupa Manjari and Radharani. So my point to you, so that is the verse. Anyway, we'll finish it. Now, after Krishna is telling, surrender to me, and we'll read these verses. This conventional knowledge may never be explained to those who are not austere, devoted, engaged in devotional service, nor to one who is envious of me. Krishna is telling, somebody is not practicing bhakti, don't tell Bhagavad Gita to them. If you give milk to a snake, what will happen? Its poison will increase. And now Krishna is telling, this is the reason why I am trying to teach Bhagavad Gita free of cost to everyone. That's what is my selfishness. For one who explains the supreme secret to devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. At the end, he'll come back to me. Somebody may be thinking whether I go to whichever university or why I'm. Somebody gives donation, we maintain the temple. But I don't need anything. What is that? Naja tasmat manushyeshu kaschit me prikritama. That is the verse. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there be one more dear. That person who is preaching Bhagavad Gita is my dearmost servant. For them, Deva Bhakti is guaranteed. At the end, he'll come back to me. Every week after, not only your program, you have 15 Bhakti Rukshas. Everywhere prasadam is free. Everywhere class is free. Somebody gives. Because then we also need money to maintain. But why we do this? These two verses. Because if I do this, I am conveying a message, my Lord, I am sincere. If you become a devotee, it's between you and Krishna. I don't have any role. But I am trying to make sure my time goes in Krishna's service. Honestly speaking, some of you came very sincerely. So that is your fortune. And Krishna is telling, I declare that he who studies this sacred conversation of ours worships me by his intelligence. If you read Gita, Krishna is telling, you will not worship me with sentiment, you will worship me with intelligence. He is a Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, Vishnu Tattva comes from Krishna. And one who listens with faith without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attains auspicious planets where pious dwell. If you listen with faith and without envy, you will become free from all the sins. And you will go back to Godhead. Now Krishna is asking Arjuna, O son of Pratha, Pratha means Kunti, means Arjuna, Partha. Have you heard this with attentive mind? Are your ignorance and illusions now dispelled? Arjuna is telling, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and prepared to act according to your instructions. So here, at this point also Arjuna can walk out of the war. That is the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna says, I don't want to fight. He can fight, war will happen, but Arjuna will fight or not, he has to decide. The program will happen. Whether you want to come and part of or not, it's up to you. Some people are getting, so many people are initiated. You want to part of that process, it's up to you. Temple will go on, initiation will happen, gurus will be there. But you want to become part of it, it's your choice. But what is Arjuna's beauty? Nashtamoha smatirlabdava. My illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory. I am now firm, free and out, prepared to fight. Bhagavad Gita ended. And now, from Kurukshetra, now back to Delhi. Sanjaya said, thus I've heard the conversation between two great souls, Krishna and Arjuna. So wonderful is that message that my hairs are standing on end. Amazing. By how I could see the TV, how that's happening miles. I could see here. I am disciple of Vedavyas. I've heard this most confidential talks directly from the master of all mysticism, Krishna, who was speaking personally to Arjuna. I could, that even though he's speaking there, I could see here. O king, as I repeatedly recall this wondrous holy dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, I take pleasure being thrilled at every moment. Amazing. Rajan samspritya samvadam imodvatam kesavarjana punyam shyamacha murmuhu. Wow, again and again, so wonderful. As I hear, it's amazing. My hairs are standing this dialogue. And what is that? Tacha Sansritya Sasrityam Rupam Atyadbhutam Hare. Krishna is so beautiful to look at. Nismayome Mahan Rajan Krishyami Chapunah Punah. I want to see Krishna again and again. I want to hear Krishna again and again. And the last verse, everyone. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdara Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhutir Dravani Tirmatir Mama. So, wherever there is Krishna, the master of mystics, wherever there is Arjuna, supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, morality. So, where Krishna is there, Arjuna is there, Tatra Sri means Lakshmi, means opulence, Vijaya, victory. Bhuti, extraordinary power, Niti, morality. Sometimes people say, don't keep Bhagavad Gita picture, Krishna and Arjuna, Acharya, don't keep it at home. They'll be quarreling. Did anyone hear like this? Thank God. At least I heard in Singapore actually. And if you keep, no, Krishna and Arjuna, that is battlefield. At home you'll have battles. No. So what is Krishna telling? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, yatra Bharda Dhanutara, tatra Sri Vijaya Bhutir Dhruvani Dharmatara Mama. Wherever Krishna is there, Arjuna is there. Their opulence, victory, extraordinary power and morality. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. What he did, he gave the process, and Krishna wanted us to go back to Godhead. And Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna combination. He gave us Hare Krishna mantra. And Srila Prabhupada came to America. And this Lord Chaitanya said, Prithvi Sayachayata Nagaradi Gram Sarata Prachar Haiva Marana. Every town and village man will go. And his teachings, pure teachings of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam will go. So, Srila Prabhupada, so great difficulty came and established. 50 years ago or 100 years ago, or maybe even you, 20 years ago, you don't even know one day will come and learn Bhagavad Gita in Western world and practice purely. Sir, time is running out. The boy would not have thought 22 years he would live. Already left maybe 2 weeks over. So why not we become serious and strictly follow the process? Then you'll attain the perfection. Okay, become, you want to make money, please. You want to, career, social life, family life, make money, children. You want to have 10 children, please have, but it's temporary. Krishna is bhakti is the only thing that will come with you. So Bhagavad Gita, finally we finished. Srinaskar, when did we start this? 2 years. 2 years. So many people came and left, but finally, some of you remained. You attended this before? Saturday. Saturday we finished, huh? Yes. Saturday. Just online. Yes. Okay, Bhagavad Gita is done. Thank you very much. And what is that? So should we continue? If you want, we can continue, or we can end it. What is the idea? What is after Bhagavad Gita is actually, we have Bhakti Shastra means 4 books. Nectar of Instruction, Nectar of Upanishad, and the Nectar of Devotion. 4 books. Then Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is this much. For sure, before we finish, you won't be there, I won't be there. If you read one verse, we started 2018, we are still at the 4th can, 3rd can actually. So you should start Bhagavatam or Nectar of Instruction. Actually, Nectar of Instruction is very good. You have only 12 verses, but it'll take you from Shraddha to Prema. That is Rupa Goswami, Nectar of Instruction, only 11 verses. It will be done in 3 months actually. That is the, you're chanting 16 notes since when? Yeah. Oh, you're counting days also. Interesting. Okay, great. We finished it. And what is that? Should we continue or not? Huh? Thank you for coming, but very well you're skipping actually. Yeah. So Bhavana Mataji is once regular. Srinivas Prabhu and family are more or less regular. So Ujjwal Prabhu is regular, and of course our Sagar Prabhu, and ever since Mataji came, she's also very regular. Manikanta Prabhu, both din ke bad darshan de rahe. So that's it. Online, Devashish Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Thank you, bro. We are ending it. Actually, what happened is stopped joining because we are not turning on, They are very sincere from California, actually. Dash show, we are ending, bro.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. I am listening, Prabhuji.
Thank you. And finally finished Bhagavad Gita. Grateful for your presence. We are starting Nectar of Instruction from next week. Okay?
I am fortunate, Prabhuji, having your association. I am useless. I have no word to appreciate you, Prabhuji.
I am useless, Prabhu. Thank you for joining us. Devashish Prabhu is a professor. He did his PhD from And I know him when he was doing postdoc in Carnegie Mellon. And his wife is also a professor. But he joins from India actually. Went back to India. Thank you. Still you're joining from India. Very grateful actually.